Hi Beauty Junkies, I'm Hillary and I am going to take you through a quick tutorial today on contouring makeup or how to accent and contour different features of your face that may not be so prominent. I'm sure a lot of you have seen the before and after pictures of Kim Kardashian. The before where she's got like the dark heavy hair and the white hair, and then the after where she's just glowing and beautiful like always. And maybe you thought you couldn't do it. Um, you totally can. Disclaimer here, I am not a cosmetologist. I am just an average chick who enjoys makeup, and I figured if I could do it, then pretty much anybody can. So I'm going to walk you step by step through how I do it. To begin with, the tools I'm going to use are, I've got a couple of beauty blending makeup sponges. I use the ones by Beauty Junkees. They are fabulous. I'm using the purple pair today and the green spade. This one's also really awesome for mistakes. If you're doing eye makeup and you mess up, you can go boop, fix it. I like to do it with concealer and foundation around my eyes just to be really exact. I'm also going to be using a MAC brush 116 for highlighting, a powder brush by Clinique, and this is a random flat kind of brush that I got from my mom. I don't know about that. I use Maybelline's Cover Stick. It's been around forever. I use it for concealer as well as primer for my eyes. I know a lot of people use actual primer. I don't. Sorry. Foundation, I use Almay Clear Complexion. If you can see, boop, got a little zit going on here. Happens. This stuff's pretty great for keeping those at bay, although sometimes, you know, it happens. For highlighting my face, I'm going to be using Milani's Powder Mosaics in Sunset Spice. It's got like a nice palette in there of colors to use. For the apples of my cheeks, I'm using this wonderful pink rose color. Again, a gift from my mother. I do not have the name. I'm sorry. Don't judge me. And for the highlighting, I'm using Rimmel Romance. Okay, to begin, I'm taking my concealer stick, and of course I'm going to start at that beautiful zit that I've got going on my face. And I'm going to go ahead and just dot some of this under and above my eyes. Then I'm going to take my green spade with the pointed edge, which I love, and I'm just going to go ahead and stipple, which stippling, I learned, little fun fact, is a method of kind of dotting in various degrees and angles. And basically what that is going to do is it's going to sheer out your makeup. So you can use, you know, your makeup doesn't need to look caked on, and it spreads it out for you. And these sponges are great because they really don't absorb it either. So we've got that eye done. We're going to go ahead to this one. Again, I'm using the pointed end and just kind of dotting and spreading around the concealer on my eyes. Okay. Now for that wonderful pimple that I have down here, I'm not going to do so much dotting or patting because I'd like to keep as much concealer on top of it as possible. I'd like to hide it. I know, be surprised, right? So we'll go ahead and pat that in. Now, some people in some of those tutorials that I've watched will do the contouring after, some people before foundation. I do a little bit of both. And I'm going to start with my MAC brush here and my little palette. And I'm obviously going to go with the darkest. When you're choosing a color to do your contouring, you're going to want to pick where the color that lies in the natural shadows of your face, so like what you would see underneath your neck or like behind your ears, if you could see behind your ears. That's what you're going to go for. I tend to be a little dramatic and like dramatic makeup, so I go a little bit darker. But it's just fun to play with and see what works best for you. So I'm going to go ahead and take this. Now the places that you want to contour are going to be around your hairline, your jawline, the sides of your nose, and then the cheeks, obviously the Kim Kardashian. We're going to start with cheeks. I totally do the cheat method. Go out, and that kind of gives you a line where you can draw up. When you do this for the first time, be aware it's going to look like it's dirt on your face. And you're going to be like, oh my gosh, what am I doing making myself look dirty? But I think you'll be really surprised with the end result. I know I was. So you're just going to kind of go up there, Basically, you're creating a fake shadow. And we'll go on this side also. Just going to be just under that apple and then up towards the ear. As you can already see, looks dirty, right? I look like I've been rolling in the dirt, but it's really a good thing. I'm going to take the flat thinner brush to go around my hairline. This one I'm not going to do as heavy. And remember too, you are going to be blending foundation over top of this. So we'll go around here. And then on your jawline. You're also not going to want to choose a color that has really any shimmer to it. You want to choose something that's going to be matte. And then I have a rather bulbous nose. Thanks, Mom and Dad. Love you for that. So when you do your nose, you're going to want to be careful of a couple things. You're going to want to just do the sides and watch out for the under eyes because you don't want to add any under eye circles where there are not. So again, I'm going to use the flat brush and just go on the side of my nose. So you can see I've got brown, brown, look like a clown, woo! It's gonna be all good, trust me. Next step is going to be foundation. I do this in stages. I always apply it to my finger first, and then I go ahead and I dot. We'll start at the forehead. I like to do just a little region of the face at a time so that way it's not drying out. I'm using the purple pear for this, and I'm going to use the fat edge and just kind of blend and dot into my hairline where I've built those shadows in already. You can also add a powder at the very end to seal in the look. It's summertime. I like it not to wear as much makeup, which is another reason these sponges are great, is because they spread it out. Okay, so we've got the forehead. Now we're going to go for the cheeks. Now remember, you've just applied a whole bunch of brownness to your cheeks, so when you do this, you don't want to smear because you're going to smear what you've already put down there. So you're just going to want to dab, just do a little stippling motion over the areas you've already contoured. Okay. And last, we will head up the nose and the chin. Super simple, super quick, although this video is probably going to be 10 minutes long. Sorry for that, but okay, so now you can see I've already developed a little bit of the contouring there, and I'm going to take next a little bit of a fuller blush brush. I'm going to go over the whole palette, not to get too much on there. I don't know if you can see or not. And in the same areas that I was before, I'm just going to make little circles up towards my ears. Okay. Woo! Getting wild. Next, I'm going to take the rose color for just a little lightening on the apples of my cheeks and a dot on my nose. And then finally, I'm going to take the Rimmel Shimmer, which is a little shimmer, and I'm going to use this as a highlighter on my forehead, on my nose, and then I go over my eyes as well. So basically the regions, excuse me, just to go over again, is you're going to want to go dark around the outside, the sides of your nose, and into your cheekbones. You're going to put a little bit of blush right here to pinken it up, and then you're going to lighten the eyes and the nose up to the forehead. And that gives you a little bit of contouring. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you thought I was weird, way off base, totally on point, or annoying, whatever, leave your comments in the comment section below. Thanks so much.